to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm a king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To hold my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Now we rock the party and come correct. All sets are on time and rhyme connect. Got the right to vote and to elect. And other rappers can't stand us, but give us respect. I wanna rock.
Yes,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the After Hours. My name is Augie RFC. It is December 1st, 2021, here in the beautiful city of Dallas, Texas, coming at you guys live for episode 295 of the After Hours. It is a wonderful day today. I can't wait to get back into it. Before we get into it, I'm going to unmute Bo Blacks and see what he's up to. We got Bo Blacks on the line here. He's live on his Twitch channel, by the way, if you guys want to check out his perspective. But we got Bo Blacks here. What's going on, man?
I'm going to have to reset my stream real quick because I was looking up Mr. Beast Squid Game tweets for Twitter Versus, and apparently someone decided to show a dildo being shoved up their ass with Squid Game as the caption on Twitter, so I'm going to reset the VOD.
Nice. Yeah. Wonderful start. Well, yeah. That's the thing about Twitch. If you're looking up never go on Twitter when you're on Twitch, all right? You got to do that on another tab. Honestly, on YouTube too, but yeah. Twitter being the only mainstream platform that allows porn also is the platform with the most consequences when you're trying to make content, so... Yeah, that didn't go too well. So here's the deal, guys. We're here. We're live. We got quite a lot planned to talk about tonight. This is actually the docket for tonight's show is the biggest docket I've ever written for a show, period. And the reason for that is because, well, a lot of stuff happened during the technicals drama that we were going to cover that we didn't get around to. And then the technicals drama escalated, and that, overtook my priorities. And then on top of that, I got sick. I got one of the worst stomach bugs I've ever had in my life, except for one other experience. I had one other experience that was absolutely 10 times worse when I was, much younger. But this experience was close, all right? This one was pretty bad. The other experience, I didn't need to be, hospitalized. This one was well, not hospitalized. I had to go to a fucking, little urgent clinic or whatever and get a fucking IV. They had to fucking, stick fucking fluids straight into my veins, you know what I mean? So it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. The funny part about that is the day that I went to urgent care and got my IV and did a whole bunch of other shit there. Within hours of me returning home, the Drama Alert debate was set up, surprisingly. Keemstar put out a tweet. He was like, technicals, because we were going at it back and forth on Twitter. Keemstar was like, technicals Augie, you guys debate on my stream. And obviously, from both of our perspectives, myself and technicals, obviously we had to say yes. Whoever were to say no in that scenario would look like a fucking pussy, right? There's no reason to say no, all right? If I have a grievance with somebody and I stand by my convictions, obviously I'll challenge them on it, which is exactly what I did. So Saturday night, the original plan being to do another After Hours that wasn't related to the drama ended up being me debating technicals on Drama Alert, which then resulted in a lot of more drama throughout Saturday and Sunday. It's been a very busy week, and throughout this entire week, like I said before, sick as fuck. The sickness could not hit me at a worse time. So that's really the reason why I haven't been doing the show as much. I mean, this show in particular that we're doing today, I've been wanting to do this for, days now. It's just today has been the only day that I've been, physically able to. So luckily I am getting better, and I already feel much better just doing the show anyway, because I've been wanting to. I've been itching to. It's so much fun, honestly, and I've been having a lot of fun. Despite things getting really serious and kind of gritty, I've been having a lot of fun with YouTube. I have been having a lot of fun with YouTube for months now, but also just bringing After Hours back to the forefront. It's been great. It's been great. So, welcome aboard, everybody. We got about 1,000 viewers here right now. Obviously, I've got some thoughts I want to get over. Not really relating to the technical stuff, but more so about the aftermath from the debate, because obviously, after I went on Drama Alert, quite a lot of people started getting a little bit snippy with me on Twitter. So I thought I'd do a 6v1 evisceration. Not really an evisceration, but I thought I'd do a little bit of a what do they call it? Of the shooting squad or something. I don't know, dude. Except I'm the shooter and wait. We're getting TOS. All right. Look, I need to I need to explain myself here and battle myself with words. You know what I mean? I need I need to express myself. All right, because a lot of people have been getting a little bit snippy with me on Twitter, which is all well and good, except for the fact that they're all morons. So I got to roast them. So I'm looking at the docket. Like I said before, this is the biggest docket I've ever written for a show, which likely means we won't get to everything, which likely means we'll do another show tomorrow covering the stuff that I missed.
Oh yeah.
But all that means for you guys is just more shows and more content. So I mean, it works out for you guys. If we don't get to everything tonight, that's just more content. So no matter what happens, good stuff is to come. But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff happening this week. How's your week been, Boblax?
It's been pretty good. I've been doing a lot of streaming, which has been really, really fun. You know, having you, Nick, on. We've been talking with Stardust more, which I've been enjoying. And yeah, my week has been pretty decent.
Yeah, been a pretty probably a more low-key week than mine was, probably.
Yeah,
you know,
I guess.
I went on Drama Alert. I trended on Twitter. I got my phone number leaked. I mean, a lot of stuff happened.
Yeah, the last week has been pretty hectic. When you said that in particular, I was just thinking like the last 3 days, but yeah, if we consider the last 7 days,
Yeah.
there's been a lot.
It's been quite a bit of there's been quite a lot going on. I want to stress this to the chat. Make sure you're following not just myself, but Boblax and Nick on Twitch. A lot of us are doing Twitch streaming right now. And it's been some pretty fun late night streams, you know, some late night convo has been going on over there. So obviously twitch.tv, Augie RFC and Boblax and Nicholas Diorio. That's where the content is, lately. Okay. So before we get into our topics, cause I have quite a lot of stuff to take a look at here. Let me read some of the super chats here and catch up on this. Let's see here. Party became a tier 1 member with a bunch of after hours emotes. Thank you very much. Recruit Legionary through 2 says, let's get hyped up. Andrew Osham through 2 says, RFC forever. NFL Blockboy through 5 says, rolling up 3 blunts for this. Cody McDonald through a tier 3 membership, sending good vibes. Sausage Link through 5 says, Sup King, haircut looking fresh. I don't know why people always say I have a haircut when I every time people point out my haircut, there is no haircut. It's just my hair. But I appreciate the compliment nonetheless. Fat Paunch through a tier 1 membership. Abbas Walker Rat through 2 says, people hate on Mr. Beast but suck up to Hassan. LMAO. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Crazer through 2 says, A, almost at 50K, good on ya. That's true, we are. If we can get 50K by the end of the month, that would be exciting. That'd be a nice little Christmas miracle. Juice me up, guys. Are you? I'm at 49.1K, I think.
Oh, yeah, we can definitely try to push for that before 2022.
Yeah, I need about like 900 more, so I think that's doable.
Yeah, for sure, especially if you consistently do after hours.
Yeah.
Delete me funded
I think that's doable. Zombie Ping 1 through 2 says, not just your Twitter, your comment section too. Oh yeah. We'll get into that. For Salty Gamer became a tier 1 says Augie about to become Kyle Rittenhouse. Hey man, even just like Kyle, man, I'm only acting in self-defense, all right? Fez through a tier 1 membership. Take care, man. Thank you very much. Please delete me through 5 says, do you think Bunty and Nick debate is actually possible? I don't think they'll debate, but it's possible that maybe a private or maybe a public call will be set up. I don't really know. I'm not really thinking too much about that. Miss Danny became a tier 1 member. Says happy 1 year anniversary. Oh, they've been a member now for 12 months. So we're in a 12-month membership. That's right. We've had members now for I think 13 months now. So there you go.
Right.
No private calls. I agree. I would agree with that. But if there's any call Bunty King, it's probably the negotiation I would imagine is that it has to be in private, and then of course Nick's gonna say no. So, you know, I would not expect like any debate of the sort. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. Okay, so that's the super chats. So let me look into my docket here. Oh, we got one coming in. Coast of the Kid through 5. Are you and Technicals no longer friends? I know that shit gets heated in debates and people can fight and still be good, but it's hard to tell right now. No, we're not. I can answer that right now. No. Base in Heaven became a tier 1, says, happy 1-year anniversary of Spilled Milk. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Have you even reached 10 episodes on that, or?
Yeah. So, anyway. Let me take a look at my list here. So what do we want to get into? Well, I guess we can go through some of the memes, first of all, that have spawned from this. This is a meme Tipster made. I'm going to change my window so you can see it. Are you in my screen share, Boblax?
Yep, I am.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this. All right. Let's get into my podcast window here. So let's take a look at a couple memes here. Why not? This is the commentary community right now.
How many fucking tweets?
All the threads.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That was the commentary community on, what was that? November 26th. That was on Friday, and that wasn't even like the worst. That wasn't even the worst of it, dude. This is one I used for the thumbnail. Turkey Tom, the commentary community civil war. Is Twitter eating shit right now? There we go. Now it loaded. The day we went to war. Dude, this is so fucking... Every image in this is terrible. Literally every image of this is terrible. Smaggle's here for some reason. And he's on the wrong side.
Smaggle's on the technical side.
Yeah. Oh my god. I pointed this out, right? If the commentary community, if people are saying it's the Civil War, right? Then does that mean that I'm the leader of the commentary confederacy? Is that what that means?
Yep.
Exactly. 100% true. Oh, Flamenco's here. What's up, man? You've had a busy You've had a busy week.
He's busy gaining subs, yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm so busy. In fact, I think I'm gonna go and use the rest of the time to study for my exams. Because I made like a shit ton of money last week.
Holy shit.
And a lot of subs too. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you at right now?
I think 14.6K.
There
last
you
I
go.
checked.
Yeah,
He also hit 1 million total views.
Flamenco catch and win there. We're gonna talk about the story a little bit later on that blew him up. But Flam's crushing it right now. Going back into this though, this happened after the Drama Alert debate. Tech earlier that day was he was flexing that he was on trending, and he asked me, when was the last time you hit trending? Was it never? And then of course later that night I went trending in celebrities.
God, that's so fucking funny.
Oh god.
That's right. Augie, just Augie went trending in celebrities. So there you go.
You guys trended with the Chris Hansen stuff too, though.
Well,
or at least your hashtag did.
The hashtag did, and we got it trending through After Hours. But my name never went trending. This is the first time my name's gone trending on Twitter. Trending worldwide in celebrities. There was about, I think at peak, it said like, it was somewhere around 2,000 to 3,000 tweets, and they were all very nasty towards me, but I don't care. It was great to see nonetheless. Let's see what else here. Okay, so that's like basically the fucking scoop there. Now I'm gonna shit on people. All right, so in terms of technicals, I don't have anything really to say. You guys know my stance on technicals. I did want to show you guys this DM, however. This happened in our group chat. I won't say who else was in the group chat, but there was a conversation that took place in a group chat a day after the Drama Alert, where Technicals wrote me. He said, "Check your ego, dog," which is stunning coming from him because, you know, Technicals telling me to check my ego. Look, you can criticize me all you want, but I don't really think I have that much of an ego. I mean, I literally say all the time that, you know, I'm a nobody. Like, After Hours is really the only thing that, you know, I feel like I have, like, weight. Or it's the only weight that I have attached to my name, right? But Technicals came out here in these DMs. He said, "Check your ego. You look like an actual pedo with all that weird shit you were saying." Meanwhile, you have to reach so far to tag me with shit I've cleared up years ago, but yeah, I'm fucked. And then me and Nick just laughed at him. And then I called him a word. The entire conversation, by the way.
Usually it would be the opposite, where people would leak that you say the word, but no, you're leaking it yourself.
I leaked it. I don't give a fuck,
Yeah?
dude. This guy told me I looked
Holy
like a
shit.
pedo because I defended 18-15 relationships, a 3-year age gap, which I want to remind you guys in Texas is totally legal because I agree with the legal relationships established by Romeo and Juliet law. But I'm a pedo because I agree with legal relationships, says the guy who makes excuses for the illegal ones. Hilarious. So there you go. That's really all I have to say about technicals. I mean, you guys know the rest of my stance on him. I wasn't really going to go into him or whatever. You guys know my stance, but I just wanted to show that DM because he went mask off. Yeah, absolutely. It was absolutely hilarious to sit here and see him try to spin this, the other way around. Like, I'm the one who looks like it. Meanwhile, he confessed on Drama Alert that he ran a group chat where minors were, I guess, allegedly sending CP to each other. I mean, according to him and his brother, I didn't say it. They did. And that's the thing, right? They were trying to sit here and say, like, oh, you try to slander my brother or something, right? I didn't say shit. I only repeated what they admitted happened, all right? I didn't make up anything. I didn't speculate on anything. I quoted their own words, their own testimony. So I didn't do shit, all right? I'm sorry that you have to deal with the consequences of your own public actions. It really sucks. I know nobody likes dealing with it, but you have to. So I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so you had that. I saw he was like bitching the other night or something. He was like, Augie called my brother a pedo or something. No, I didn't. I don't think that happened at all. But yeah, anyway, that's just all I really have to say on him. The tech stuff is old news at this point. However, I wanted to do a little segment on Tech's friends who decided to come out and try and shit on me, try and own me. So first we'll start out with the most innocent case, in my opinion. And I say most innocent because me and Elvis ended up having a talk, not like directly one-to-one or in voice chat, but I was streaming a couple nights ago on Twitch TV, and Elvis the Alien came into my chat, and we had a more nuanced conversation about it. He ended up unblocking me on Twitter or whatever, so I respect him for that, but I still wanted to go over it anyway. Elvis the Alien came out. Wait, what? You want to say something?
I respect him for that too. It's very rare in like the drama community where if someone has like a heated like argument or whatever and they like consider each other like in their heads or in the public like enemies to just like reach out and be chill. So yeah. I do like that he did that.
I do like that he did that. Initially, and this is a take he stands by, which is why I'm still going to go over it. He says, Augie's a sad little man. He was insufferable to listen to during that debate. And so obviously I went pretty fucking hard on him. And I pointed out Edwin tweeted this to me as well. And I pointed out, right, if your takeaway from that debate is Augie was annoying and cringe because he was like loud or something, then, instead of, the fact that Zaptai was brought up completely out of nowhere and I would say arguably slandered by Technicals because Tech was making the argument that Zaptai was just as bad as Zeros. So that's pretty bad. I would argue at least, if not slander, it was pretty fucking bad. So if your main takeaway from that debate is I don't like Augie because he was loud, it's like, okay, well, obviously your priorities are completely in the wrong place, totally. So yeah, I don't know about that one, but in fairness to Elvis, he did say that he didn't like that comment, or he didn't like what Tech did there. So it's whatever. I mean, I don't know. I don't really hold a grudge or whatever. It's just it's whatever. Then we have, what is it, Slush here. So Slush has been like insane on Twitter. I wanted to highlight this one in particular, right? So when Tech was complaining about us on Twitter, someone from our community pointed out the group has a known policy. They call each other out publicly. They don't do the whole DM first. They give each other the same treatment, right? Talking about how, when people in our community fuck up on a public scale, typically they're met with that same public energy. You know what I mean? Like, what would the commentary community be if we were all, you know, dick sucking each other behind the scenes and covering for each other whenever like somebody made a mistake? That wouldn't be right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Although in some cases I could see like others like reaching out, like say if you fucked up publicly, I might comment on it publicly, but then I'll also have a discussion.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh yeah, totally, right.
The way Hannah worded this in particular, it makes it seem like we have a policy where we're just like vicious and it's like, okay, to each other. Yeah, Augie fucks up, I'm blasting him publicly, never talking to him privately again, or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. The way it was, I get what she's getting at, but the way it was worded was...
Well, it's kind of like the Ethan Ralph like, why didn't you DM me first? A real man DMs me. It's like, no. All right? Because some people were saying that. They were like, well, why don't you just disagree with technicals privately? Because it's a public video, okay? All right? It's not like Tech showed us the video in private and was like, hey, what do you guys think about this? And then immediately we went to Twitter and we're like, oh my God, Tech's got an insane video coming out. That didn't happen. No, he made a video publicly and he's allowed to get a public response. It's just that simple. Well, according to Slush, this is a red flag. That's a red flag. That's, whoa! Red flag over here. That's insane. That's crazy. So I quoted him, I said, calling out your friends when they are wrong is seen as a red flag by this group of people. This is literally tribalism. And I also said, I don't fuck with this gay mentality and I never will. Never. Because that's ridiculous. That's absolutely insane. And then Slush quotes me from an earlier conversation we had. I think everyone is crazy but me and I see nothing wrong with that. So this is in reference to a conversation we had earlier where Slush was basically asking me, he was like, well, you know, everybody seems to think that Technicals is right here. So don't you think that, you know, your argument might not, you know, have any standing because, you know, everybody disagrees with you? And I'm like, no, absolutely not. No, if you guys are going to try, and he wasn't the only one, but he was really pushing this. You guys don't get to do this whole peer pressure shit with me, all right? Because that's just never going to happen. That's never going to work, all right? If everybody around me is saying insane shit, and I'm sticking to what I believe, that you're not gonna trick me up and be like, well, you're not gonna gaslight me, because that's what it is. Like, it's literally gaslighting to make me out as the insane person for, you know, having this take that, you know, this Zero guy who's shown no remorse for his action whatsoever and has no reason to be, you know, redeemed in the community. It makes no sense for me to let this guy back in. And if everybody in the entire fucking world thinks that this Zero guy is okay and he deserves to be let back in and I don't, okay, you're not going to get to peer pressure me and tell me what to think. No. Not at all. That's not how this works. That's never how this works. So I wrote him back and I said literally yes. And then, of course, he sent me a bunch of red flags. Yeah, I think this whole entire community is a red flag, to be honest with you. I think this friend group's a red flag. I think they all cover for each other. And I think that's kind of weird. Moving on. Oki's Weird Stories. Oki's Weird Stories jumped into the fray here.
Genuinely go fuck yourself.
Yeah, fuck this guy, by the way. All right. You know, I keep going back and forth on Oki and whether or not he's, like, malicious or just a dumbass. I honestly, if you ask me what my opinion is on a different day, I might give you a different opinion, because I don't really know what the story is with this guy, but he was writing the most unhinged shit in the Drama Alert debate chat you've ever seen. But particularly, the most offensive thing I saw from chat is him saying Augie and Nick traded a friendship for content. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Never mind the fact that this comment has absolutely no basis whatsoever. Are you sitting here telling me that I woke up one morning, looked at my docket, saw there was no stories going on, even though there was, and was like, oh, fuck, dude, I have nothing to talk about today. And then I saw Tech made his video and I was like, well, I guess we're backstabbing him or something like that. Are you fucking kidding me? Show me an example when I've ever operated under this idea, when I've ever fucking made up my own opinions for content or stirred, or even worst case scenario, traded friends for content, because this is an attack on my character right here, and it's one that I take pretty fucking seriously. Let alone, you know, I like the caption here, this is the gayest comment I've ever seen. It really is pretty gay when you look at it, but it's also just so fucking Terrible. Augie and Nick traded a friendship for content. Unbelievable. Also, who broke the bridge? Let me remind you guys who broke the bridge. Was it me and Nick? Or was it Technicals? I'll let you I'll let you in on a little secret there. It was Technicals, okay? So this is just factually inaccurate. It has no basis. And it's just a cunt thing to say in general. Like, holy shit. Like, what is wrong with this? What is wrong with this guy?
To believe that's true to believe that you have, like, that'd be, like, beyond malicious or, like, really malicious if, like,
he thinks
you operate under the fact that it's like, oh, we don't have anything to talk about. Time to, you know, ruin a friendship just in order to make content.
Yeah.
It's really, it's a really weird mindset.
It's so strange, dude. Like, people have this, like, weird conception of me that I'm, like, this drama-hungry leech or something like that, that I just, it's not even just me. It's, like, this entire community, right? Like, our entire friend group. Like, oh, those drama-hungry leeches or something. When have we ever acted leech-like? When has that ever happened? You can't say because we have strong opinions or because we have fiery Twitter accounts, or whatever fucking gay reason you can pull out of your ass. You can't say it's because of that. When have show me an example when I've ever just randomly gone against my values and just shat on somebody that was especially for somebody who was previously my friend for YouTube content. It's just never happened. I mean, Flamenco here is a pretty neutral party when it comes to all this shit. If anything, I think Flamenco's more on tech side than anything. Flamenco, you've been in private calls with us. Have we ever plotted to backstab people for show content before?
He's deafened, but
he's deafened?
He'd probably answer no.
Well, I'll answer for him. It's never happened, okay?
Yeah.
It's never fucking happened. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. And then here he is talking to Asian Andy over here, right? Asian Andy says, weren't we all friends and hanging out recently? Oki wrote this another nasty comment here. Vultures don't make friends. What are you talking about? If his argument is that I'm in this for clout or for content, I would benefit far more from sucking off the popular opinion and the popular narrative. I would by far benefit more from that. Because that would just, I keep my bridges with other YouTubers, which would allow me to network easier. I'd be able, I'd go full in with the Smash community. I'd be covering all this No, that didn't happen. None of that ever happened. Someone in chat says, what a weird comment. Yeah, I agree. This guy doesn't make any sense. Straight up strange. Then we got the Kino Corner here, who didn't go after me, but he made a weird comment on Twitter I wanted to highlight. YouTube audience says, I can't watch this creator. He e-dated a minor when he was 19. Movie audience says, the Polanski movie deserves an Academy Award. I don't care about that. I care about the first part here. This is somebody from the same friend group, right? Trivializing and acting like a fucking, a grown man. Sexting and asking for like nudes from a 14-year-old girl while he's 19 isn't that big of a deal? What? I mean, if you guys wonder why I've gone a little bit insane on Twitter, it's because of tweets like this, because this has basically become the new popular narrative. What's the big deal? He just, that's literally what this guy's saying. He dated a minor when he was 19. What? Huh? Excuse me? What do you mean? What, am I in fantasy land? Like, literally, 3 months ago, we would see a tweet like this get ratioed to hell. People would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're insane. Now this is just what people think now. I don't get it. You want to know what else frustrates me over here? This guy. This moron over here. So somebody, Sen wrote a comment, says, you can downplay an action while still condemning it, which I 100% agree with. Watching Technical's video on Zero and his debate with Augie RFC solidified that the idea that Tech is projecting his bro situation on Zero to an extent is sound regardless of how or why the info was brought up. I Bully says, I agree. So now I might be saying, oh, Augie, they seem to agree with you, correct? Right? And it's like, well, yeah, no, they do seem to be agreeing with me here. Here's the problem. This Bully's retard was up my fucking ass in my comment section, even in my stream chat a few hours ago on Twitch, saying that I got it wrong, that I fucked it up. And yet when somebody else rephrases my same fucking argument, He agrees. None of the people that disagree with me, or very few of the people that disagree with me, are doing it from an honest place. They're just doing it because they don't like me, because I guess I'm loud. And I guess we now live in like a fucking timeline where being loud is like uncool now or something, I guess. I don't fucking know. But when somebody else rephrases my same fucking argument, they agree. They fucking agree. So, if you guys wonder why I've been going so insane on Twitter lately, it's because I have to deal with, like, morons like this. People that, like, literally tell me I'm wrong and crazy, but then hear the exact same take from somebody else, and then are like, yeah, that makes sense. I agree. You're right. What? So, good one. I don't really know even else to say about this guy in particular. I mean, this guy's like a fucking retard anyway, so I'm not surprised, but I'm not really highlighting I bully bullies here. I don't give a fuck what his take is on anything. What the point is that this is what I've been dealing with on my timeline all week. People trivializing important details, people downright lying about me and my intentions, and people faking their own disagreements with me just because they don't like me. Go and read the comments on the Drama Alert debate, right? All the comments that say that I lost because I got loud. That's the extent of the conversation there. They think I lost the debate because I got loud and mad. Yeah, of course I got loud and mad. No shit. No shit, this stuff, it pisses me off. I don't like seeing any of this shit excused. I don't like seeing any of these arguments. I don't like seeing lies. I don't like seeing slander. I don't like seeing my friends get slandered or thrown under the bus out of nowhere, especially when they were previously friends. Technicals and Zaptai. I don't like seeing any of this shit. No shit. You know, pardon me if I have a little bit of raw emotion going into this shit. I think that's pretty natural. But if you think that I didn't conduct myself well in the debate, that's fine. But to say that my arguments didn't hold up because I got loud, that just doesn't make any sense at all. I think a lot of the comments are just, you know, it comes from the Smash community. It comes from a lot of bias. I bully boys too. Lies. I have been on neither side. You both lost. Well, no, you sat there and said that I was a fucking retard and I got everything wrong and you're agreeing with it. That's my main point. I don't know if you're too stupid to realize this, but this is my fucking point. Okay? So I don't want to hear it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. None of what I've read on Twitter or in the YouTube comments has made any sense. But I'll tell you what has been making a lot of sense and where people have been sounding pretty sane. Kiwi farms and live stream fails, all right? The two most unhinged places on the planet completely agree with the matter. And guess what, all right? I don't know about live stream fails doesn't know who the fuck I am. Kiwi Farms does, and they fucking hate me, all right? Half the people on the website think I sent Andy Worski child porn, okay? But they looked at that situation and they were like, no. Okay? So the two most unhinged places on the planet saw through this bullshit. My own timeline and my own mutuals, not so much. Some to the point where they even lie about me and my intentions. And then get mad at me for getting mad. Which, again, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So that's my stance in this whole situation. Slush thinks I'm nuts because I think everybody is crazy except for me. No. My entire feed has more than validated my opinion. All right? Everybody is crazy. Literally everybody that I've talked to on this situation is crazy. Nobody has constructed a valid argument. The only valid thing I've heard is you didn't do that well in the debate, which I don't agree with that. I think I did okay. Especially given the circumstances. But if you think I didn't do that well, whatever. I definitely choked up on the Zaptai shit because guess what? I don't remember the details of a story I covered 2 years ago or something like that. So had I been more well-versed in that, I think I would have had a better showing. I don't think I did terrible in the debate. I don't think I did. I don't think it was like a slam dunk either. So if you want to say that, that's totally fine. But I'm not talking about comments like that. I'm not talking about fair or reasonable criticisms. I'm talking about this stupid shit that I'm showing on the screen. That's what I'm talking about. So I don't really get it. I don't really understand it. But one thing I'll say this is despite everything, despite the absolute insanity that I've been reading nonstop on Twitter, I am more than happy with my stance on the issue. I would much rather stand by what I deem to be important than to go with the popular opinion or side with, my friends because they're my friends and I can't call them out or something. I would much rather stay true to myself and be honest with how I feel about situations than to be a slave to the algorithm. Not the YouTube algorithm, but, maybe to some extent the YouTube algorithm, but be a slave to like the social algorithm that says you have to go in line with what everybody else says or the, the peer pressure algorithm, right? Like you must fall in line with the, the one solid thought that everybody shares. No, I would much rather not, to be quite honest with you. And I'm totally fine with my take on this entire situation. I think I have substantiated my arguments well enough, adequately. And I think a lot of people will agree. So, yeah, we can talk about that. Let me read some of the super chats. Let's see here.
Emma funded $5. Honestly, I think both points are just flat out weird. But I'm more comfortable with your
Base through $5 says, when you said on Twitter that Mr. Beast was the only YouTuber right now making high production value content, you forgot that dude with the schizo videos on AJ. Yeah, true. Farsal to Gamer.
He made a video on Nerd City.
I saw that. We'll talk about that.
Check that out.
Farsal to Gamer through 2 says the Confederacy will rise again. Stefan through 10 says Augie said the flamenco word. Helgen through a tier 1 membership says tech trying to get you on the 1850 is fine is strange. He keeps trying to use that fact that a minor is involved, so he thinks 19 through 17 isn't fine. Yeah, that's the other thing that was weird in the debate. Tech was extremely dishonest in that debate. And that's not me saying that out of bias. I mean, he literally was. During the debate, Tech, during multiple times, tried to make it out that I was a weirdo for defending legal relationships. Now, if you live in a state or in a country where a 3-year age gap, or specifically 1815, is illegal, then don't engage in it, all right? My stance has always been follow the law where you live, unless the law is fucked. Like if you're in Japan, don't fuck 13-year-olds, okay? But, if you live in a country with reasonable laws, follow it, all right? Don't break the law. But here's the deal, all right? I come from Texas, and 3-year age gap, that is what the law said. That is where the law draws the line. I agree with it. For Tech to insinuate that the most dishonest interpretation of what I'm saying there is like, oh, so you're fine with adults fucking kids? It's like, no, I'm fine with Romeo and Juliet. I mean, in a very technical sense, I guess an 18-year-old is legally considered an adult, and a 15-year-old is legally considered a kid, so sure, but you know what you're implying when you say stuff like that, right? Like, it's total dishonesty, right? Like, by that same logic, if a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old have sex, an adult is fucking a kid in that situation, right? But obviously nobody says that because that, the connotations of saying adults fucking kids doesn't account for usually 18-year-olds and 17-year-olds having sex. That's usually not what people mean when they say adults having sex with kids. But Tech knows that, and he said that in the debate multiple times to try and trip me up. He tried to use that as like an own or like a gotcha. He tried to be like, oh, look, you're fine with this. Whoa, dude. Yes, of course I'm fine with this. Is this supposed to be like a gotcha? Am I supposed to be ashamed of this take? Wait, what? No, not at all. And then he tried to sit there and say that I was promoting it like, oh, I want every 18-year-old and every 15-year-old to get to hook up or something. That's not what I said at all either. I just said I'm fine with it existing. I'm neutral to the concept, right? Obviously, it depends on a case-by-case scenario. I'm sure there's some 18-year-olds that have no business dating 15-year-olds or whatever. But in a general sense, in a legal sense, I'm totally neutral to 18-15, and I do not consider it on its own without any other variables to be a fucked up situation. Is that supposed to be like? Am I supposed to be like ashamed of that? What do you guys think?
I think. Yeah, I mean, it's okay to be okay with that. I definitely think it's like when you say 18-15, I think that's the line. Like, I think if there's any more like gap or alteration to that, it's bad. And if you're an 18-year-old and you're dating a 15-year-old, like
he was trying to impeach
I think it's fine. Maybe in some case scenarios I'd say it's like slightly sus. I wouldn't call them like pedo, but yeah, I mean, I think it's fine.
Yeah. Keep in mind, he's not asking 18-year-olds to fuck 15-year-olds. He's talking about the law. Yeah, not every relationship involves fucking either. That's the other thing, right? Like, when I say I'm fine with 18-15 relationship, and, like, the response from technicals is, so you're fine with adults fucking kids? Nobody said anything about fucking, dude. Like, there's plenty of, especially in high school, there's plenty of high school relationships where no sex is involved. So we're not even talking about that. Fucking is, like, on a different, like, we're talking about a different degree here of like the situation that wasn't even brought up before. So that's another reason why it's dishonest. He was dishonest multiple times there. He was dishonest in the sense that he lied to me to my face and tried to weasel and be like, "Oh, Augie, you implied in your video that I maliciously edited Zero's document." No, not at all. I'm gonna do something right now, guys. Hold on. Augie RFC 0. All right, this video right here, Zero probably lied in Technical's video, and here's why. In this video, multiple times, I think at least 2 in the 10-minute video, I clarify that I do not think Technicals maliciously edited the Zero document. I also clarified this to Technicals in his own DMs. Technicals then went on Drama Alert and lied in front of my fucking face. Then that's when I lost it. I started snapping. I started losing my mind. I'm like, no. I started screaming. I was like, open the DMs, bitch. Open the DMs, bitch. Open the DMs. Because I'm like screaming. I'm like, if you were to open the DMs, it would debunk you instantly. So do it. And he wouldn't do it. He kept trying to change the discussion. That's why I was screaming at him. That's why I was yelling. People were like, Augie, why'd you get so mad? Why are you screaming? The reason why I was screaming is because he kept changing the topic. People in that debate were like, Augie used too many ad homs. Augie changed the topic too many times to like avoid controversy. If I ever did that at any point in the debate, that's something I'm at fault for. I don't know if I did, but if that happened, yeah, that's something I'm at fault for, changing the topic. But that's exactly what Tech did. Like, do people not realize that? Like, that's what I understand. Like, Augie was spurging. I was. At that point, yeah, I was spurging because it was insane to me that he would lie about something so just factually inaccurate. I'm like, are you really going to sit here in front of Drama Alert, in front of Keemstar, in front of 2,000 viewers and just completely just make shit up? Of course, I'm not going to let you get away with that. I'm going to fucking scream at the top of my lungs until you open those DMs. And then he did. You know, if I'd sat there quietly, was like, actually, Tech, if you open up your DMs, you would see that that's not true. He's just going to change the topic and railroad me. So I had to be louder. I had to be more aggressive to get him to open the DMs, which he did. And then he was still dishonest. He was like, oh, well, he changed the topic again during it. I forget what he changed it to, but he was dishonest afterwards. And then I screamed at him again. And then Keemstar changed the topic. So, I don't know. I just, you know, that's just another example of dishonesty there. But, anyway. Let's see here. Anthony McCarthy through 5. No message attached. Thank you very much. Tyrone Big Dick through 5 says Confederacy of Independent Commentators, Star Wars reference. I Bullies through 2 says lies. I've never been on either side. You both lost. Then he says what, where. Then he threw another 2 and says, if this was everything you had, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in your existence. So you consider us both mutuals. Agmar through 5 says, honestly, I think both points are just flat out weird, but I'm more comfortable with your opinion to theirs. No winners here. Fair enough. Precious through 2 says, you looked super bad in that debate. Sorry. Okay. Katie through 10 says, at around 47 minutes of the Technicals debate, he also admitted he didn't know all the details of Zaptai, so screw him. All of us sane people appreciate you standing up for this, Augie. Thank you. I appreciate that. King Silo through 5 says he was trying to impeach Zaptai's character while defending his brother, posting a nude in a chat full of minors, saying it was just a meme. That's the other thing too, right? Tech's argument hinges on the fact that he, condemned the Zero situation. He also condemned the brother situation. you can, on definition, condemn something, but still make excuses for it, right? So you can say, this was wrong, but I also, under these circumstances, was, not as bad here because this and this and this happened. Like, that's totally possible. And that's what Tech was doing there. He said what his brother did was wrong, but he also made excuses saying, well, my brother's immature, or, well, the minors were engaging in jokes too and stuff like that. Like, you can totally condemn something, but still make excuses. And that's what was going on there. Tech's like, well, I condemned it, didn't I? Sure, I guess you said that you didn't like it. Sure, because you kind of had to. But at the same time, like, there was all these other excuses. So it didn't make any sense. I don't know. Jessica Pizzle through 10 says, Tech was trying to do Destiny debate tactics, but forgot Nick probably talks about Destiny to you all the time, so you inadvertently know Destiny debate tactics. Well, to be fair, I watch a lot of Destiny, so I'm familiar with the debate tactics. Nathan Drake through 5 says, I don't get how Tech switched from he was making it his suicide note, he was trying to villainize himself, to I'm not defending what he did. Well, he's doing both. It was a suicide note, guys, but also, I'm not going to defend it. There's no defense. That should be the statement right there. Lev through 5 says, it says a lot about you that you showed up for this debate despite being super sick. Mad respect. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You have no idea. I thought I was going to start puking on myself and stuff. Let me tell you guys something right now, right? If I could describe adequately the feeling of death that I felt when I woke up 2 minutes before the debate started. Keemstar was already on the mic, introducing it. Tech was already in the VC. I woke up, I opened my eyes, everything is blurry. I literally feel like a fucking I literally feel like a demon. I'm like, oh my God. I walk over to my PC and I'm like, well, you know what, it's showtime. There's no getting out of this. There's nothing I can say. So I was so worried I was gonna puke, but actually me yelling and getting as spurgy as I did in the debate, actually, like, the adrenaline in my body subdued the feeling of nausea. So people are saying I got too loud. Well, actually, being loud helped me, because if I was quiet, I would have puked. Okay? So yeah. Anyway, let's see. Nikki Red became a tier 1, says, it's just a meme, bro. Yeah, sending your dick to kids is just a meme, guys. Base through 5 says, I don't think it counts as condemnation if Tech is inviting his brother out to VidCon. Braxton was there, and well, I'm not going to get into that. I don't think, let me be clear here. I don't think Tech's brother is a danger. I just think he had a retard move. I don't think he was doing like that stuff in the chat for sexual gratification, but at the same time, it doesn't make what he did any better. Whether he did it for gratification or not, the action still happened. I just want to clarify, though, I don't think he did it because he was like, in the same way that Zero messaged the 14-year-old. Zero, we have proof that Zero did it for sexual gratification. It's in the DMs. It's in the logs. But with Tech's brother, I don't think it's necessarily like the same like dynamic there. It doesn't make it any better, but I don't think, just to clarify there. All right, and then last super chat I see here. Abbas Walker read the 2. Augie is a survivor. Thank you. Oh, we got some on Stream Elements. Let's see. Anonymous Tip 3 says Flamenco has doubled in subs. Yep. Anonymous Tip 3 says,
not quite, but yeah, almost.
No, he's not. Thank you very much. Anonymous Tip 5 says, the commentary race war, first Tech versus Augie, and Nick, then Tipster versus Oki. I wonder who Bo Blacks will face.
Oh my God.
Don't call it the race war, please.
Scrubby through 5 says, I peer pressured Augie to drink piss once. Yo, what's up, Scrubby? Hopefully you're still here. Asthemic through 5 says, Oki is literally disconnected from reality. He has almost never had a good take that actually matters since he is only interested in fantasy. Look at his content. Anonymous Tip 3 says, the debate was either a draw or technicals lost because he brought up Zaptai. I bully bullies through 5 says, stop being a dipshit, you Swedish fuck. Swedish? What? If anything, I've got a bit of Polish in me, so you fucked it up, but all right.
Uh-oh.
Higmig through 5 says, you would have won if you called Tech the N-word. I don't think that's true. Good one, buddy. Good
Holy
one.
Shit.
Dude, one of the Oki did have a funny comment. There was one comment Oki wrote in the debate where he was like, "I'm waiting for Augie to call him the N-word or something." I thought that was pretty funny. The rest of the comments were like total cunt comments, but that one was pretty good. So yeah, I don't know. And what else do we got here? 2-0 love tech love zeros Ice Cube meta. Long live RFCAH. So that's really just my concluding thoughts. I'm probably never, and I mean this now, I'm probably never going to talk about the story ever again. Even when Tech's video comes out, I highly doubt I'll even cover it because we've already gone through the arguments. It doesn't matter. So it's whatever. What I will go over during this entire situation is some funny shit. So I guess things aren't going too well for old Ethan Ralph.
No.
I have to assume because if he's interjecting himself into this situation, you know he's desperate for attention. He has to be because this has nothing to do with him. So during the debate, Ethan Ralph made like 50 tweets saying that I lost the debate and that I was spurking. So he was trying his fucking hardest to sell a narrative there. It wasn't just one tweet. It was like 50. He was like, please, guys, please believe me. Augie looks like a moron. Please, guys, trust me. Trust me, guys. Then he hopped into my text messages, right? And before anyone asks, many YouTubers have my phone number. People are like, why does he even have your phone number? A lot of people have my phone number, especially boomer YouTubers, all right? Because that's all they want to use to talk to you. So Ralph's had my phone number for like probably like years. I don't know. I actually don't know how long. Maybe a year. I don't know. But later that night, after the Drama Alert debate, it was like midnight. I went to open up my phone to listen to some music, and I was greeted with a shitload of texts from Ethan Ralph.
Dude, the texts are so fucking funny. Holy shit.
He said, lol, you fucking disingenuous F-slur. You know damn well why we fell out. Sorry. You disingenuous F-slur. You know damn well why we fell out. It was because you took her for that fat, nasty bitch T-Clips when she stole my shit. Apparently I should have, and then I didn't even read it. And then he sent me a screenshot of one of my tweets, and then he was like, you're the biggest F-slur on YouTube, and I'm gonna be there for your fall, bitch. Tweet it out. Tweet it out like my bitch. That's where you are. Send me some more money. Ha ha ha. Acting like you don't know about it to the people you know good and well, fucking snake.
My God. So unhinged.
Oh my.
Keep him up at night, dude.
Literally.
It's 10:30 p.m. He's winding down at the end of the day, and then he just thinks about you, seethes, and types that.
I want to remind
That
you
no
guys.
good Augie.
He made like 50 tweets saying, where was it? Somebody had it in the comments here. Let me see if I can find it. Somebody had a really good comment. They might have removed it. Oh yeah. He made like 10,000 tweets talking about how much I was melting down. And then he proceeded to, I mean, if this isn't a meltdown, I don't know what this is, right? So he begs me to tweet it out, which of course I do. Because every time I tweet about Ralph, I get like 2,000 likes. So of course I'm going to do it. It's free dopamine. I literally said in the tweet that he screenshotted and sent to me that I literally, like every time I talk about Ralph on my Twitter, it's a farm home for dopamine. So Ralph then decided to pull the big brain move of posting on Telegram my phone number. Because obviously he's morally justified in showing everybody my phone number because I made fun of him on Twitter. And this was admittedly pretty funny. So somebody was like, why does Ralph have your phone number? I'm like, a lot of people have my phone number. It's true. I give my phone number to any YouTuber that really asks, really. I always figure that if a YouTuber were to leak my phone number, well, they would lose everything. The problem with Ralph is that he has nothing to lose, so he's already fucked.
He already lost everything a while ago.
Yeah, exactly. So for him, it doesn't matter. And he's commenting, he's like, very true. A lot of people do have your numbers. So yeah, good one there. Not that I can, change it in like fucking, an hour probably, or even less. I don't know what the move here was. Because honestly, like, I was in call privately with like Tommy C and Nick, like, because we were talking about the tech debate and stuff, and you know, I remember like during the conversation, I was like, oh, lol, Ethan Ralph just tweeted out my phone number because I got like 2 or 3 calls from people. I think the amount of calls I got that night was like 4 or 5, and then I didn't get one since. So that should really tell you the extent of his like clout capital there. Like he's got nothing. He literally like tweets my phone number out for attention, and like 3 people called it. It's just like, it was the most embarrassing shit I ever seen. I'm just sitting there like, I was like laughing, but I was also like in disbelief. I'm like, how did this like process through his head that this would be like the biggest own of the century? Like he's like, oh, I got him now. I baited him to tweet out my text, and now I tweeted his number. Got him. Okay, I suppose. I guess you owned me for all of 20 minutes, sort of. It didn't really work. And to be honest, I still don't know what the end goal of this was. But yeah, I mean, this is the same guy that uploaded, you know, revenge porn of his ex-girlfriend of, you know, 18 years of age while he was
to own someone. His
35.
ideas of like an own or like a roast or whatever are really, I don't know. It's like self-sabotage.
I don't get it.
I don't know how self-aware he might be.
I don't understand it. It's hilarious. He also earlier this night exposed Flamenco. Flamenco got totally ousted. This might be one of the funniest tweets I've ever seen.
Oh, real quick, I wanna set the stage for this. About 2 weeks ago, Nick Rekieta had upwards of like 160K live viewers for the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, while Ralph was streaming to about like 1,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just sort of like remembered when he kind of, you know, said, fuck that snake Rekieta. I never liked that no good lawyer son of a bitch. And he was like going on about, and this was true. This was true that I had never had a 1,000 viewer stream before. I think my highest point was covering like a drama back in April when I had about 500 at the peak, which you know, it's not too bad. But he posts that, and what can I say? My stint as a VTube drama channel paid off very, very well, because I on that night I think capped at around 1.7K. No, I capped at 1.5K.
1.5K, and then the next night you had like 2.8K or something watching you at your peak.
Yep. I had 2,799,
which
at my
is
peak.
far more, by the way. When's the last time Ralph had 2.8K?
Probably the last time he had Nick Fuentes on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, because like back in the day, like in 2018, like Medicare was his big like cash cow or whatever. Now it's Fuentes. Fuentes is what gets him the numbers or something, but it's not like he's going on there every night. You know what I mean? Like on average, like what does Ralph even like pull? Like I think last I checked, like a month ago or something, he was pulling like 600 views a stream. Which I mean, we've got 1,600 right now.
Too.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Like Ralph streams, he does stream on YouTube. He also streams on, you know, his main platform Odyssey, and I think now he's on Cozy, right? So he's streaming on. He has 3 different little like shitholes to like post his content to, right? Like he has 3 different like shitters, dude. And it's still like I'm streaming on one, and like we're fucking, you know, destroying him. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like I don't know, and that's another thing, right? Like Ralph was he was going on these like weird like tirades about how Augie just ain't getting the numbers he used to get, and he's all sad and all out of ideas, and I guess he's got to go hang off Keemstar's nutsack a little more to get some more views. It's like, what are you even talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone in chat says 600 is impressive if it's not on YouTube. I would agree, but he is on YouTube, so I don't know. There's no excuse.
To be fair, it's 600 on Odyssey, but like 200 on YouTube because some people don't want to use the Odyssey app or something.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so funny. It's total projection too, because if anybody fell off, it's this guy. But hey, I want to read this funny ass tweet right here, right? Flamenco went from the based Killstream co-host to a trans rights respecting F-slur, apologizing commentary community YouTuber. Let me know when I can chip in on the surgery flam. I have connections at Give Send Go. Hit me up. I just love how he's
Holy
like,
shit.
you went from a based and epic Memerino Killstream co-host to trans rights respecting F-slur
And-
commentary
you start
commuter.
respecting
context.
people? Oh my god.
And for context, like I uploaded Nick's meme where he kind of like ripped off the Vosh meme and put it for when Demon Mama got banned from Twitch for saying what I said to Nick on one of the last after hours. And like I was just saying, it's like by the way, like I was chimping the fuck out, okay? Like
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with gay people. I was really irritated at somebody to who my knowledge is 100% heterosexual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicholas
It's so
Fiorio.
funny. Literally every insult that Ethan Ralph has to fling out just looks bad on him. Like he talked about views. Your views are worse than the people you're talking about. Like you're roasting people for being respectful. You're saying people have meltdowns while you're having a meltdown. It's just no insult Ethan Ralph makes works. It's like he's the only person I've consistently seen just completely self-own himself in every single insult he tries to fling out.
Yeah,
I
I don't really understand it, man. Like, I'm not gonna like virtue signal or anything, right? Because I've never done that. But like, you know, here at RSC or something, I am literally like, I don't give a fuck what you are, right? We have racist people in the chat, and we have like gay people. You know what I mean? Like, we've literally got a mix of everybody. You know, so like. Look, I never tell people what to do or what to think. If you have your fucking shit, then it's whatever. I don't know. You know, as long as you don't tell me what to do, I don't fucking care. Okay, so I don't know. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't get it. Ralph, I mean, this guy, he's probably one of the most bitter people I've ever seen, and he has every reason to be bitter. To be fair, because his life is just shit. From the top to the bottom, it's just his life is just, you know, a shithole, and he's entirely responsible for it for himself. You know, every bad thing that's happened to him is his own fault, minus maybe getting banned from YouTube. Because I mean,
the YouTube stuff was just Susan being a bitch.
But everything else, I mean, you know, the sex tape stuff, that was his fault. The alcoholism, that was his fault. Going to jail, that was his fault. Burning bridges with literally every single one of his friends, that was his fault. I don't know. It's just he lives a very miserable life, and it's a life that he made his bed, and he lies in it every day, and he hates it, and it makes him even more miserable by the day. But it's like nobody at all should ever feel sorry for this guy, because it's not like he got fucked over or something. Like, he just sucks. like that's the case. Like he's just terrible. He deserves every bit of misery he experiences because it's a result of his own actions. So I don't really know. There's nothing he's really like, other than, honestly, the only thing I can think of is like getting banned from YouTube. Like that's the only thing I can give him, you know, credit for. It's like, okay, well, that was probably out of your, you know, that was probably out of your circumstances. I don't think you could have done anything about that. But other than that, like, it's just, I don't know. You suck. But anyway, all right, let's see here. Oh, final thing. This sort of goes back to the technical stuff, but not about him. It's about Jisu. The lawsuit is now public. Jisu put out a tweet last night, and then we'll wrap up this Smash Bros. Saga. I'm being sued by former Smash Bros. Star Zero. Last year, I used my platform to expose his sexual abuse of children. He admitted it, but now denies it and claims he lost his career because of me, not because he's a pedophile. Lawsuits are costly. Anything helps. So I guess she put all a big thread here. I've talked to many lawyers, and this will be costly. It's a huge deflect in our legal system, but having less funds than the opposing side severely limits my options. Click the link for more, blah, blah, blah. Let me just interrupt this thread reading by saying, if you're a member of my community who does not particularly like technicals, or zero, as do I, don't donate to this shit fund, all right? Just because zero and technicals might suck doesn't mean that Jisu is suddenly like, based, redemption, oh my god, queen, I'm gonna give her money to own tech and zero. No, she's just as terrible for her own reasons. This is the same woman. She did falsely accuse Zero, by the way, of a lot of stuff, admittedly. She also falsely accused Sky Williams, which is what I care actually about. Regardless.
Someone who was actively trying to help her, by the way. It was a complete backstab and betrayal.
Yeah. So Jisu is a total bitch. So don't give her money. If you're a fan, especially if you're a fan of mine.
I think the GoFundMe's gone. I think it's down.
It's back up. It got put back up a little bit before we got back on the air.
Okay.
So this is a situation where, at least in my perspective, I don't like any of the players in this. So I'm not. I don't know. I have no.
She wants $150,000. You think she's gonna make it?
That's no.
No, I don't think so either.
What does Jisu even do that like is warranting of like getting paid? Like, she's an artist. Great. Does she actually like do anything besides that? Is she a content creator?
She smashes Yoko Ono.
What does that mean?
Like she's just like kind of famous because she hangs around famous people.
Okay. Nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So if you want to give money to a completely psychotic bitch, go for it. Except don't, because obviously we here at RFC heavily condemn promoting this person. She sucks. She's terrible. And I had people in Tech did a big thread on her or something, and people in text comments were like, "Oh, can't wait to see Augie RFC defend this one." No, you're not going to hear it. You're never going to hear it. Jisu is terrible.
Your statement on it was pretty base. Just like, fuck Jisu. That's all you really need to say.
It's all that needs to be said. So anyway, she continues on here. It is truly depressing that it's come to this. I'm angry, tired, but mostly I'm disappointed. Disappointed that those who abuse others cannot accept the consequences of their own actions, and disappointed in those who can continue to support them. I'll be resuming my work and posting as usual, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care about reading the rest of her thread. I do find it interesting. She's in a lawsuit against Zero, and she calls him a pedophile in her GoFundMe post, which is, I mean, I'm not a legal expert, but I would say that's a pretty damn bad move. Really low IQ, stupid move there. I'm a little bit surprised she went with that route, but then again, it's Jisu. If you guys want a little refresher on, her mental IQ, her intelligence, here's a previous banger from her Twitter account. This is a tweet from her a couple months ago. In my opinion, someone who skirts the line waiting for someone to turn 18 is almost worse than straight up going for kids, because they've basically admitted they would have done it beforehand, but they're aware enough to not do so and get caught. So Jisu thinks if you wait for an underage kid to turn 18 and then fuck, that's worse than fucking kids. So that should really tell you about Jisu here. She's retarded.
There's a lot of weird takes on
Twitter. I mean,
I'm sorry. What the fuck?
Yeah. Obviously, both are bad, but one is way worse than the other, and it's not the order that Jisu
I don't know Zero. I don't know who's worse, Zero, Jisu. I think they're both bad for different reasons. I don't know.
No, I'm saying that waiting for someone to turn 18 just to fuck them is pretty bad, but it's not as bad as fucking a kid.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I think if you're like,
it depends the context, of course.
If you're into somebody and you're like, oh fuck, they're 17, I gotta wait a year, and then you wait a year and then you fuck, I think that's probably bad. I don't know. That seems bad to me. I would have to think about that more, but just like surface level, that doesn't.
The context.
That seems like inherently like creepy, but then again, you're also waiting for like the legal age of consent, which is, I don't know. It's the waiting part that's weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like 19 and you're dating someone who's 17 and you're waiting like a couple months for them to turn 18, I think that's a fine scenario. But if you're like, I don't know, like 25 and you met someone who's 16 and you're like waiting for them to turn 18 so you can like fuck them without being a pedo, that's crazy. Yeah, so obviously it depends on the context, but yeah.
Well, that's Jisu, and that's the technicals wrap up here. Let me see here. What else do we got? Oh, this sort of ties into some stuff. Boogie put out an interesting take on the commentary community talking about this shit. Let's hear it from Boogie. He was getting a lot of press the other day.
So one of my recent tweets got a bit of attention in the commentary community, as I figured I probably should have figured. But the tweet was that I was enjoying watching the commentary community cannibalize itself. And specifically what I was referring to was not any recent drama, because I've been paying attention to it. I just know that there's a lot of infighting right now. And I think that infighting is because Keemstar retired. And I think the people that are out there fighting each other are trying to vie for the top, are trying to get to the top and be the number one YouTuber who does drama and does commentary. And I have a bit of a grudge with the commentary community. I think it's pretty obvious with that. Most people have been very kind to me, but there are a few people who I consider to be bad actors because they perpetrated rumors like I was abusive to women, that I'm abusive to kids. I don't even have any kids, but I don't know how that would be possible. But that I was potentially not actually suicidal when I was suicidal and was only doing it for attention. I personally think those people put out some really bad information, and they also never reached out to me and talked to me when they put that information out. So I hold some grudges. But beyond that, I think that if someone's going to replace Keemstar at the top, the commentary community loves to vet other YouTubers. They love to vet me. They love to vet anybody else, right? Hold them to task, hold them responsible. But now we see the commentary community holding themselves to task and holding themselves responsible. And I believe whoever's going to take Keem's spot at the top needs to be trustworthy. Their dirty laundry needs to be out there. We need to have all the information there is. We need to know 110% that that person does their job correctly, that they do reach out to people, they offer them interview opportunities, they do the job that Keemstar did. And that's why I'm enjoying watching the commentary community cannibalize itself. I mean, I do hold some personal grudges, so I'm no saint, but I think whoever rises to the top needs to be at least as vetted as I was. Because all I ever made was dumb Francis videos and talk about gaming news.
Okay,
that's a really weird roundabout way for him to make it about himself.
To beg for a job, yeah.
Well, okay, so there's a few things here. First, nobody who's fighting is competing with Keemstar. Technicals is not trying to host Drama Alert. Nick literally works with Keemstar. The people who would be competing with Keemstar would be like Omni, Scarce or whatever. I'm not saying they're directly like that's their mindset, but that's who would be like replacing Drama Alert as like a viewer for someone to watch drama content that is news, right? That would be like Philip DeFranco, Omni, Scarce. They're not in this drama at all. And number two, like I feel like Boogie's just trying to take this situation and mold it in a certain way to make it so he can talk about himself again and how he was attacked by the commentary community.
So I got a couple things here. I got a couple problems with this. First of all, the idea that we're all competing for Drama Alert. Let me let you guys in on a secret here. Keem likes all of us. And as Boblax mentioned, Nick does videos for Drama Alert. Technicals, I don't know what Technicals. I don't think Technicals does anything for Drama Alert, but I don't think that's one of Technicals' goals, because I think if it was, Keem would have already had him do stuff like what Willie was doing.
He's not doing drama news. He does like the documentary type.
Right. And when it comes to me, I'll let you guys in on a secret. Keem, I think Keem likes me, or at the very least is cool with me, but Keem don't want to work with me, all right? Because I'm too terrible. It's not really a secret, because Keem's literally said that on stream before. So nobody's competing for Drama Alert, all right? And let me make this also clear, right? If Keem was fine with working with me, I don't even know if I would do it, to be honest, because my heart is in RFC. It's you know, Drama Alert is, I like, you know, I like Drama Alert. Drama Alert is like a legacy platform, but would I ever take up like the permanent host for, you know, no. I much prefer RFC. It's not my thing. I don't
think Boogie's talking about competing to make your channel bigger than Drama Alert because Keem is retiring and then Drama Alert
that's
views will
never
go
gonna
down.
happen. My channel's destined to be in a gradual like increase. Like my channel is never going to skyrocket and become like a huge thing or something like that. My channel will always just grow gradually throughout the years, just like it always has been. That's just the way that it is. It's a podcast channel. So, and I run a podcast basically.
Never.
I'm not even doing like news or anything anymore. Like there was a time when I tried to do news, but I don't really do that anymore. I'm a podcaster. I'm a podcast channel. So I don't know. I'm never going to compete. Like I'm never going to like skyrocket exponentially or something. Would it be nice? Sure, but that's I know how my channel works. So it's like I don't get that. I don't get that. This feels like. It feels like he has Oki's take, but he's not like a cunt about it, but it still doesn't make any sense. The other thing about this video, wait, what?
I was just gonna say, like, let's be fair. Like, this is the reason people don't fucking like Boogie. He has like his first urge when he's like vaguely aware of the situation isn't to like find out what's going on. It's to just fucking run his mouth for like 5 minutes, try to make it about him, and then like. Gosh, why do people not like me? I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is that he mentions that he has a personal grudge with the commentary community. He says that the commentary community has wronged him and has been, you know, mean to him or something, right? Who? Because he lists examples of what they said. The commentary community said I beat my wife and I rape kids, and yeah, that's terrible, right? Who said that?
I don't think anyone said that. They might have like documented Reddit comments saying it. Like the two people that come to mind that like Boogie would probably dislike would be Turkey Tom and Christopher Tom because they have big videos on Boogie. I don't think they ever said that Boogie did that stuff. They just like showed that other people are saying that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He tags like Tipster, Nick Diorio, and Tommy C in here, but I don't think they have anything to do with the video, so I'm confused why they're in here. It's just a confusing video, right? Like, if you're going to mention personal grievances with the community and talk about a situation that specifically involves people in the community, myself, Nicholas Diorio, Technicals, why would you not talk about why would you even talk about the situation at all? None of us have ever, like, been bad to Boogie. I like Boogie, but I don't get this video. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. He even admittedly said that, like, he doesn't even know what's going on with the drama. He just heard that people are infighting and he likes it because the commentary community made videos that make him look bad, maybe.
And then he gives no example. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and it's such a loose connection. Like, I hear some people are fighting and they are considered in the same community as people who made videos on me that I dislike. Therefore, like, that's just such a stretch. Because it's not even like Tipster or Nick or Tommy made videos on Boogie.
Yeah.
Or Technicals, or I guess you. Well, I mean, we probably talked about Boogie here or there, but not like.
I've always been very
made,
fair to
groundbreaking.
Boogie. Even during the Frank Hassel stuff. Especially during the Frank Hassel stuff. I think I said it was wrong. Frank Hassel's entertaining as fuck. I like Frank Hassel, but I thought it was wrong. I don't know. That was a weird take by Boogie. Let me read some of these. Kiro became a member, says gang, gang, gang. Smaggle's brother through 2 says Ralph is spurging out at Stardust as well.
Yeah,
Pokey Rust
holy
through
shit.
5 says this just proves that a disagreement between two parties doesn't make another party any less of a tool. Then Pokey Rust became a member. Thank you. Tommy C's Cat renewed their membership, says hi. Zombie Chicks through 5 says, I still have to do a double take when I hear Boogie's voice now. Does he sound different to anybody else? Is it because of the teeth?
It might be because of the teeth. I feel like improved teeth will change how you sound. Like how when people have braces, they change how they sound. So, but he's had his new teeth for like a while. He's had it for like a year or two. So,
Lynx became a member. Thank you very much. And then we had a super chat. Lara Doge through 5 says, LMFAO, I just got a notification for a video Tom posted on this literal topic. All right. Well, see you, man. No, I'm just kidding. Rip. Okay. What else do we got here? Oh, let me check stream elements. All right, we're good over there. What else do we got?
The Nux stuff.
Yeah, let's dive into that. I'm gonna bring Aiden in because he wanted to. I told him not to
boy.
be a Spurg though. All right.
Start the timer.
Time left before Aiden acts like a Spurg.
Yeah.
All right. Which drug are you on today? Which psychedelic are you on today?
Salvia. I'm kidding.
Nice. Oh my god. All right, Flamenco, tell us about the Nux situation because so I don't know. I debated on how to cover this story. So we have Nux's original video. So basically, I'll try and summarize it myself. So basically, Nux Taku, who is like a massive like VTuber, he's interacted with us on the show before. He's watched my show. He's like this massive VTuber with like 2 million subs. And basically what happened is he exposed some doxers and swatters that were impersonating this group Vshojo, which is like it's like an MCN, but it's like a group of like VTubers, right? And so these
So
like
when with VTubers, VTubers are kind of based off of the model of Japanese idol companies. They'll kind of create personas and manage their appearances, manage their their songs and all that sort of stuff. Generally, with like actual pop idols, it's more towards like singing. But VTubers, generally women VTubers that are part of like large collectives get like managed by groups, and Vshojo is the English equivalent of like all these Japanese companies like Hololive.
Mm-hmm.
And
so essentially what's going on here was there was a group of like swatters and doxers that were terrorizing people in the VTubering community. They even attacked Nux himself. And Nux ended up making a 12-minute video exposing this and basically doing the work that Vshojo should have done themselves, correct?
To an extent, like the thing about this video that's like really kind of weird is that people in my audience have been telling me to watch it, and I kind of had it like in the corner of my eye for about like a couple of days. And I started taking interest like the second that like all of the VTubers are coming out against Nux in Vshojo.
So he makes this video and he exposes the group. It's basically like a similar situation to how like for my chat, for instance, like Brit Bong will, pretend, he'll like send people emails and stuff and he'll pretend to be one of us or something. Or he'll make Twitter accounts and he'll pretend to be, it's like AugurFC with an underscore. And he'll like tweet at like doxes and try to like attack us and stuff, pretending, like impersonating us and stuff. It's a similar situation that was going on here, except it was like a lot more blown up, a lot more of a bigger deal, right?
It was a lot more intricate too, because
Right.
this guy also had a the main point that like I kind of looked up in research about this was apparently the guy who was registering these domains had been doing this for like 8 months. He basically made like copies of the Vshojo website to kind of legitimize him when he was posing as Vshojo and contacting like independent VTubers, because there's a shit ton of them. And if you get picked up by a VTuber group that's pretty popular, that's your ticket to the big time. You get like proprietary software, you get like professional artists working on your avatar, you get collaborations with other VTubers.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking wild how these channels like blow up when they get announced, and that can kind of interest a lot of people. And unfortunately, they did in fact get a couple of people with this.
So we got a comment here coming in. Flamenco's full of shit. Nux was told to edit out a lot of content and he didn't. He put up the video unedited. What's going on here?
So he reached out to 3 people. One is the Gun Run, who is like, from what I can tell, apparently he like helped co-found Twitch. And he also co-founded Vshojo. They're head of cybersecurity, and I think it was Project Melody. I think that was like the VTuber that was in there. And the screenshots that they specifically showed to like say that like they did like tell him to edit stuff out. It seems as if he actually did edit that out. And I think they're just sort of covering their ass. It also kind of contradicts when like they're giving him timestamps. It's like, hey, can you edit this out? We're kind of really worried about it. I think the only thing that he didn't edit out was they said that they were like very concerned about him shouting out a specific friend or whatever. He was very vague about it. It's like, no, we're pretty sure that's the doxer, and we don't want to give them like any positive attention. I don't fully buy that because it's also in like the same kind of TLDR public statement that they gave that kind of like contradicted what they've been saying for a while now. Like you don't give people like, hey, can you edit this part timestamps if you're like, please do not upload the video.
Right. So let me go through the response here from like this is like Nanners, who's a YouTuber, a VTuber themselves, who's like they're the creator of Vshojo.
Real quick. So the timeline of this is Nux has already posted the video and he's posted the Twitter announcement. The official Vshojo account has tweeted under that saying, thank you for working with us. We've added you to our official statement. Nanners posts this, and then the Vshojo account deletes the tweet thanking Nux and telling like, you know, the one that seems as if they were like all copacetic about this.
Right.
Also, Nanners is I was wrong before, and I corrected this before. Nanners is not like the founder of Vshojo. She's just a like one of their first VTubers, and she's like an internet personality going back a decade.
So she put out like a response in her Discord server like after Nux made his video shitting on him. She said, didn't want to have to type out something stressful like this on what was supposed to be a chill Sunday and my only day off so far this week, but I do not condone the video that Nux has released where he postures himself as our savior and seemingly takes credit for pretty much an entire year's worth of painstaking work done by Vshojo's security team. I would know that if it took that long and took that much work, since I was the one of the people who unfortunately had to work with them, and I'm incredibly thankful for the help. Whether or not any of the information gathered or not is beside the point, as releasing a video like he did about a very sensitive and potentially dangerous situation that involves me and many of my friends only draws unneeded attention to it for some quick views. What if a video were to be made about this at all? It should have been handled with a lot more care and consideration. But for someone like Nux, who had consistently used my friends for clickbait views and has done things like to try to bait my friend into watching the Logan Paul Suicide Forest video on stream, and secretly secretly recording a private call with another one of my friends without permission, and then proceeded to use said call to make a video, it's clear that our safety and feelings about any of this is not the priority. So go ahead.
So I DM'd you the video of him trying to bait somebody into watching the Logan Paul Forest video. This is presumably, especially with even how she words this, of like how Nux has always been trying to like make them uncomfortable and does things to use them for views. Like this video, she is clearly not like super bothered. She's fucking laughing about it. Like I like the way that they frame this is so dishonest.
I have it right here. Let's take a look.
How long is this video? Oh my gosh. It's 45 minutes long. This guy is in the forest for 45 minutes. What's the most Japanese forest moment of all time? One that I'm probably for Come on, you guys, you know what I'm thinking. You know what we're all thinking. Yeah. Like, my second most would be like maybe like a Ghibli thing. If you say it and explain, why are you threatening me? I feel like I'm being held at gunpoint. Like, say it, spell it out loud, and explain. You could say like I don't know, maybe.
So this is supposed to be her making him him making her uncomfortable.
Ghibli movie.
Yep.
Princess
She might be
Mononoke.
slightly
she sound uncomfortable?
uncomfortable, but she
Japanese,
maybe like
chorus.
very slightly. But she
That
seems
guy
to be
is,
like
totally
not minding
Wait,
and
we're
just
not
like
lost, are we?
joking
Where are
and
we? Okay, hold on. Where are
stuff
we?
like that. I don't know.
Okay,
Kilometers?
people
Oh,
express
meters?
being uncomfortable very
Kilometer.
differently.
1
What do we
kilometer.
say?
No pressure or anything.
What did
but
he
I'll
say?
donate-
And read the donation. No pressure or anything, but I'll donate 5,000 more bits if you say and explain why Logan Paul is a legend.
No pressure or anything, but I'll donate 5,000 more bits if you say and explain why Logan Paul is a legend.
You don't
Oh my
negotiate with
God.
terrorists.
What's the? He's like, I don't know if there's a word for infamous. Like, is that the word you would say for people who are like famous for the wrong reasons? Unlegendary. That's very unlegend of you, bro. Make it 7,000 bits if you tell me your top 10 Logan.
He's
Paul
not even
moments.
telling her to watch the
I like
video,
it when he
though.
opened Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was the point.
He's just memeing, and
He's
she
just
doesn't
memeing
have.
about Logan Paul.
Yeah, and she doesn't have to do it. Like, obviously, if she does, I assume he'll like donate more money. But like, she's not forced to do that. If she
Yeah, I
doesn't
don't get
want
it.
to.
So in the same,
she
it's
doesn't
like
have to.
she tried to bait my friend into watching Logan Paul's suicide video. I mean, half these comments are just fucking memes. Like, I don't.
Apology video.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. This is so sad. This is frightening.
Was a cultured answer. I am satisfied.
Also, Daima Oni-chan, thank you so much.
And this tweet has like 8,000 likes and is supposed to like another example of how Nux doesn't care about hurting others and making people uncomfortable. Who is he hurting in this?
Wait, who's he hurt? He's donating
Who's he
her
making
money.
uncomfortable?
Wait, he's donating her money over and over again.
Even if she is uncomfortable in this video, he's not hurting her or something. He's just forcing a joke like that she doesn't like or whatever.
And
It's
she
like-
didn't even comply with it, and he still donated more bits. Maybe not as much as he like.
Yeah, it's
said
also
he would
paying
if she
her, so it's
said,
like
but,
literally like what are these fucking arguments?
yeah,
It just looks
seems pretty
like
lighthearted.
I mean, I hate the
that
term, but
clip.
it literally feels like fucking, cancel culture. Like this is like it's such an unnecessary tweet.
It's such a. I'd say it's a stretch to say that Nux hurt her there. Maybe made her slightly uncomfortable. Maybe. But
It's possible.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, if I were actually, did anyone ask her like if she would rather have Nux not do that or do that? Because if I were in her position, even if I was a little uncomfortable, I would rather be a little uncomfortable and take all of those bits than
Yeah.
like have that.
Yeah,
not
I mean,
happen at
Boblax
all.
doesn't
I don't
get
know.
donations. He'll take all the abuse he can from the donor. No, I'm joking.
Well, I've actually been getting a lot of subs this stream, so
Oh, fuck
I
yeah,
can't
let's
say that.
go.
Yeah.
So this person continues, this past year was hell for me due to the situation. It's straight up painful to see it being used in a video like this that doesn't treat the issue carefully at all. A video that he was even told not to release since it could potentially be harmful to us and many other VTubers who were targeted. Responding publicly draws even more attention to it. So I have to choose between sitting quietly and seeing him receive pats on the back for coming out to our rescue when his video could even encourage more harassment, or calling him out and hoping he retracts what he said and takes the video down before it gains more traction. Well, I hate to tell you, but it's too late for that, all right? The video is up on a 2 million sub channel. Even if he takes it down, I mean, people are still going to watch that
Oh, he
shit,
did take
right?
the video down.
Well, and we're talking about it, so obviously
Yep.
that didn't fucking work. If he wanted to actually protect people, he could have made a general PSA video about how to keep your information safe online, or warn people about things like the fake Vshojo email situation in a way that didn't reveal a ton of unneeded sensitive information and paint himself as a hero. Flamenco, did he expose sensitive information?
The only VTuber that he names by name in the video is a VTuber by the name of Saki Nightshade, and she has expressed nothing but support for Nux and
So she
my
doesn't even
videos as
mind
well.
it.
What are with these weird names?
And that's okay, Aiden. They're all right. But here's the deal, right? That's the same person that went on your stream for an interview, correct?
Yeah. So I did.
Okay,
the
so you have a
stream on-
first-hand source of her saying she doesn't give a fuck, and that's the only person. And what did you say her sensitive information was?
just her name.
Her name,
Just
okay,
her
and
VTuber name. Yeah.
her VTuber name, not even her real name.
Yeah.
So how is that even sensitive information? What isn't she a YouTuber? What that's like? What? None of this makes
So-
it. What?
So now
Fascinating.
this is just my theory at this point, but my working theory is that they weren't really upset with the potential liability for any of the Vshojo girls. They were more upset because
it makes them look bad.
Yeah, especially since this has been going on, this like faking with like domains and stuff. This has been going on for like 8 months since March.
And you are arguing that it's their responsibility to take care, especially if there's like security risks and swatting and doxing going on, and it's this coordinated. You know, it's like the same thing. Like I remember I did like when Britbong was going after my community, I made a video being like, and I'm not a company or anything, I'm just a person, but I made a video basically saying stuff like, look, there's this crazy guy, he is impersonating people, watch your shit, don't click on any weird links. Don't click on any weird emails. You know, I made a video letting my people know because there's something going on in my community. I feel like it's important to let my people know to be a little bit careful, right? So you're saying that, especially for them, and this is a company, correct? Like Vshojo is a company? Okay.
And the worst part is, so I asked Saki about this, and she's confirmed anyway that she's applied to Vshojo. They have a application form on their website. Right. It's like a redirect to the Reddit, but they have an application form on their website. And Vshojo did not send even their applicants emails saying, hey, Vshojo staff will never ask you for your personal identification, and always make sure that any correspondence that you have is from the official Vshojo.com domain.
Right. So let me get this straight. This person, Nanners over here, is upset that Nux making a video calling out and exposing and doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I think Mutahar, you said Mutahar was involved helping him out and stuff like that. So Nux and Mutahar, you know, bust this entire situation down, then make a video talking about it. But Nanners is concerned that Nux's video is what's going to lead to all this harassment for these VTubers or something like that. You know, not the doxers and not the people like doing these things themselves. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like people in my chat right now who have no idea about this situation are wondering like, why are they upset? Well, you're saying that it's because it makes their company look bad, but it's just like you have to stress the ridiculousness of the situation, right? She's saying that the video that's doing the good shit is the thing that's bad, that's causing all the harassment, not this year-long or 8-month-long scam that's been going on. So it's like, it's ridiculous to me. I don't know the first thing about VTubing or any of these things, but this situation just on its surface looks ridiculous to me.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
Shut up.
Because they're selling a character.
So that's the situation right there. Is there any more to this that's worthy of taking a look at?
So the follow-up is that all the VTubers up to this point, I think, who have called out Nux have apologized, and he's also apologized. He deleted the video. He didn't back down from some of the stuff, but he did delete the video. And
why did he delete the video?
Personally, I think it's because it's just really not worth it to drag it out longer than it already has. Okay. I think that they just kind of want to go back to doing content together and not prolonging the drama because probably looks bad for everybody.
I watched your video on it, the TLDR you made, and you had shown in your video like multiple VTubers that like, you know, were calling him out and stuff, like multiple people that were a part of Vshojo were all repeating the same thing. They were all saying Nux showed private shit. We asked them not to do this. Like it was just even you noticed in the video, like how often they go to that excuse. You're saying they all retracted that now?
Funded $5.
For the most part, some of them have given kind of lackluster apologies. I still don't know if Melody, one of them called Hime or Silvervale, has done it. Specifically, Melody was like traveling, and Silvervale blocked me. I don't know if it was because of something I posted underneath Nux's Twitter statements, or if it's because of the video. I don't know, but she did block me on Twitter, and I've never interacted with her, so that's pretty funny.
Interesting. So so they're all watching the coverage of this, and that's Chad. If you guys are wondering why Flamenco's blown up so much, it's because he's been on top of this entire fucking story. If you guys follow this story, you guys think like, oh, you sounds really fucking out of it right now. I I just don't know the characters. I'm not familiar with the characters, but they're all watching Flamenco's coverage. Flamenco's like blowing up, like doubling his channel, getting like 2,000, 3,000 viewers covering like the details of this. And some of them, one of them in particular, is getting so mad that they fucking blocked him out of nowhere. What a funny ass situation.
After the 2007 after the 2.7K stream, I like switched off a stream to like play video games, and people in my chat were saying it's like, one of the VTubers is making a statement about this, and it's just like, I'm gonna watch this. And some rat bastard snitched on me and told that about it, and I got like a bunch of her audience coming into my chat saying that they were going to report me, but it's all good. I reached out to her, and we buried the hatchet. She said that my dog avatar was very cute, and it worked out absolutely fine.
Oh yeah,
nice.
No, I like Iron Mouse. The reason why I got interested in this, because I never watched a Nux video before, but I like Nanners, some of her clips. I like Melody, some of her clips, and I like Iron Mouse and some of her clips. So, you know.
All right.
I try to be as fair and as even-handed as I could. I got a shout out from Omni, so that was also pretty cool. It's been a very nice little week.
You know, it's funny this happened, right? Because around this time 1 year ago, Connor was all over the Dream cheating and Minecraft story. Like, he was doing multiple videos on it every day. He was getting like hundreds of thousands of views on his video, and Omni actually promoted him. And now this year, you know, this a similar situation is happening to you, and Omni's there to promote you too. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's on top of everything. Yeah.
Is Omni the guy with like the coffee mug in his profile picture?
Yeah, Omni's great. I'm quite he's always been very good to me too. So shout out to him.
He used to follow me. I don't know who he is though.
Good work, Flamenco. Good work.
Yeah. I might do one last video sort of condensing everything so that you don't have to sit through like 2 hours of stream clips, because that's fucking AIDS.
Yeah, you might as well, dude. Cash in and capitalize. Guys, I saw you were getting a bunch of shit for that. People were like, oh, you're milking the topic or something. Nah, man. If people want to watch it, if there's high demand for something, why would you not deliver? So there you go.
Yeah. Well, some people were saying at the very end, it's just like, okay, I'm just covering up the last like little bits. I don't want to drag it out either. I was just like, yeah,
right.
It was pretty fun. It's pretty fun. But yeah, I'll probably do one more video giving a quick explanation of everything. It's probably not going to be until like a week. I'm not even going to probably start until like next week, because I got like finals and shit. So I gotta work on that. And yeah.
Is this drama ongoing, or is it relatively?
No,
like,
it's over.
finished?
It's over until it flares up again. Yeah.
All right.
Like if it flares up again, then I might cover it. But I don't see any like reason for them to do it. It's like it would be retarded. It would they make so much money doing collabs together that like it would be retarded.
Okay.
Joel through 10 says, love you, Augie. Zumping 1 through 2 says, Muda was given no credit except Nux. Well, is that true?
Muda like apparently helped out a little bit with the video. Nux said that it was like somewhat minor, but I don't know what the extent was. You'd have to ask Muda.
Asylum
Seems
through
like
10.
he's gone his credit because we know about that. So.
Yeah. Asylum through 10 says, can you ask Flamenco if he got that pocket Virginia yet? He earned it. Vagina?
I still don't know what a pocket Virginia is. I really hope it's not like a fucking fleshlight. And if it is,
sounds like a
no,
sex
I'm not
toy.
getting one.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not getting that, bro.
Malik J through 5 says, I feel like the Vshojo just used Nux as a scapegoat because people already dislike Nux for petty reasons. Why do people dislike him? I mean, I don't watch his content because I don't watch anime or something, but he seems like a pretty nice guy. I don't know.
Well, he's like annoying and unfunny. Like, what was the point of going into?
That's not a reason to dislike someone. That's like dislike their content. But
I don't like fucking Amy Schumer. I think she hasn't done anything to me. She's just an unfunny bitch. Like, I don't like Nux.
But you just don't like Okay, well, I don't know.
A friend of mine who like made a lot of who watches like a lot of YouTubers says that she doesn't like it because he has like too much like Joker energy or something.
Yeah,
it's more of a content critique than a creator.
Yeah,
critique,
right.
Though, but
we got, let's see here, Asylum through $20. Thank you very much. Nanners brings up Nux past trying to cancel him. What has he done in the past that's cancel worthy?
I know Nanners has a very interesting past.
Oh.
She's been around for like fucking years though. She's been around for like 10 plus years. She's saying it like to completely alienate your chat. She sung a very degenerate song called Pomp.
Wait, she's been VTubing for 10 years or
no? She's been an internet personality for 10 years. She's been VTubing for about 2, and she's done pretty successful on that one, I'd say.
365 days of cooking through 5 says, hope you're having a good afternoon, Augie. Tomorrow's my birthday. Do hope you stay safe against the harsh weather. Well, thank you, and happy early birthday. And then Hegmeg through 5 says, so Flam only watches female VTubers. Simp. Are there males?
You're just realizing
there's a few there's a few male VTubers. I like which one of the DBZ abridged guys does VTubing now? I think it's
you only watch
Taki Haku or something. No, he's got a pretty like deep voice. He does collaborations with Remy, so I gotta like him.
Yeah. Let's see here. Pantsu Girl through $10 says, didn't Omnia support her boyfriend's false copyright strike? I believe so. Let's talk about Kai West.
Omni.
By the way, speaking of, we're talking about Omni, not Omnia. That's two different people.
There's two different people. Yeah,
that's two different people.
Speaking of Kai West, by the way, that person is fucking insane. 1 month ago, we covered the John Swan Omnia debate and stuff like that. And every day, I don't follow this person. I don't try to follow this person, but every day I see their fucking names. And it's so they just post on Twitter. So they'll they'll make a new Twitter account, but then they'll reactivate their old one, but then they'll deactivate their old one, but then they'll like go on Twitter and talk about how John Swan ruined their life and that they, that they were right in striking people and that, they got canceled for no reason. Like they're just fucking nuts, dude. So the other day, like Smaggle was like fucking with them. He was just sitting there. He was like, Smaggle was like fucking with them, and then this Kai person was like, Kai West was like, who the fuck is Smaggle? What the fuck is a Smaggle? Is that the final boss of Twitter? And then Smaggle's like, I'm giving you another ratio. And then he got like 100 likes. He's just like shitting on him. It's so fucking funny, man. That guy is nuts.
Well, Smaggle quit because you took away his mod and he had like an emotional breakdown.
Nah,
no, that was Nick.
Oh. That guy's so cringe.
Nick didn't.
No, Nick took away Smaggle's mod, remember?
Okay, yeah.
And then he was like, I'm going nuclear.
He's like, I need to take a break now. Dude, people his age used to get drafted to fucking Vietnam, and he's like, his life is over getting demodded in the RFC chat.
Oh my god.
Damn, we went soft.
Let me see here.
Also,
what else should we cover?
Wish Jimbo Zoomer a happy birthday.
Higmink through 5. Can you guys wish Jimbo Zoomer happy birthday? Happy birthday, Jimbo.
Yo, Jimbo, happy birthday, dude.
All right, what else do we got here? Oh my god, dude. Did you see this fucking... Did you guys see this fucking Seth Rogan take? Let me see here. I already
know it's bad.
So, I've seen this all over Twitter. Casey Neistat. So our cars got robbed this morning because Los Angeles is a crime-riddled third-world shithole of a city, but tremendous appreciation and gratitude to the hard workers at LAPD West LA, who not only arrested the motherfucker, but they got all our stolen goods back. Seth Rogan. Dude, I've lived here for 20 years. You're nuts. It's a lovely city here. Don't leave anything valuable in it. It's called living in a big city. Casey's like, I can still be mad though, right? I feel so violated. And then Seth said, you can be mad, but I guess I don't personally view my car as an extension of myself. I've never felt violated any of the 15 or so times my car was broken into. any of the 15 or so times my car was broken into.
That's a lot of times to have your
Dude,
car
it's just like
broken
a
into.
yard sale in his fucking car. Like, fucking Jamal's going in helping himself. To
That's
an
like
argument.
about once.
And then he says,
So that's like,
once a guy accidentally left a cool knife in my car, so if it keeps happening, you might get a little treat.
what the fuck?
What is wrong with this guy?
I mean, if he, it's good to have, I guess, like a positive attitude so he doesn't get like personally upset about it. But I don't know how you can use that to deny someone.
Like, there's having a positive attitude.
Upset.
And this is fucking nuts.
Yeah,
Seth Rogan ever
only
made a funny
15
joke?
times.
Like,
Yeah, 15 times or so my car was broken into. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
can you consider yourself a comedian if you've never actually made a joke that people have laughed at? No, I'm serious. Like, what joke has he ever made that's like been widely accepted as funny?
I don't know, but he's playing Donkey Kong in the new Mario
Yeah,
movie.
him playing
so.
as Donkey Kong and making monkey noises will probably be funny.
He's one of those people like, why is this dude? He's literally like a fucking dollar store Cheech and Chong. His like whole personality is like, weed. That's funny.
Isn't that your personality?
Well, yeah, but I'm not a comedian.
Oh, well, good point.
That's not my whole bit.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum here, we got Quartering coming out here with some goofy ass takes. So Quartering's been trying to like go after Seth Rogan, and Seth Rogan's take, obviously, it's fucking cringe, but Quartering keeps making these really like weird tweets.
Holy
So he's
shit.
like, grandma and her 4 children found shot to death inside LA home. Any comments, Seth Rogan?
Like,
Man,
imagine
Quartering,
dying with
sound
your whole.
a little bit less gleeful. Holy shit. What the fuck is
imagine
wrong
dying
with
with
you?
Dude,
your
he like
whole
looked up,
family
he's
only
like,
to get used as a
crime
Quartering
in
tweet.
LA, and then he's like, oh.
Biggest crime in LA. Oh shit.
Oh my god. Nick got him. Aw, Seth Rogan looks terrible here.
That's the worst way to be
Oh my
remembered through a
God.
fucking Quartering tweet.
And then Quartering did it again earlier today. I caught this one. It was so fucking stupid. So, and the San Incorporated official Red Band trailer,
Oh
HBO,
god, yeah.
comments are disabled. By
Do
the
you
way,
know why the comments were
because
disabled?
the dislike ratio was just terrible.
No. The comments were disabled because people were getting very creative with certain phrasing, and it was pretty fucking hardcore.
Why is the movie controversial? I haven't seen the trailer.
No, the comments were controversial. Something. Why elves have been
Oh my
considered
god.
bad. Yeah, it was.
Who does
discrimination going on.
Who does Seth Rogan play in this movie?
Donkey Kong?
Santa Claus.
Wait,
Oh
they had
my
a
God.
Jewish guy play Santa?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Is that why everybody's disliking it?
What's wrong with that?
No, the trailer looks pretty bad, but yeah, people were asking what was with all the anti-elf sentiments in the comments.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Why were they
people in
talking
your
about
chat-
why elves keep on getting knocked off shelves?
Somebody said we must secure a white Christmas. Okay, buddy.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, the comments are turned off, and Quartering tweeted out, "Can't take criticism."
Yeah, Seth Rogan went onto the HB Max account. He
Turn
went
off-
from Seth Rogan to HBO Max, like his alt account, and turned off the comments.
He personally did it.
Yeah.
He owns the account
Oh,
and has
my
full
God.
access to it.
I would
I'm
love
sorry,
to
man.
see though.
It's so
Seth
funny-
Rogen address the elf questions.
Look, it's funny to
Yeah,
show
of
Seth
course.
Rogan, but it's also funny to show the fucking Quartering when he keeps making these like fucking obvious like retweet bait posts where he's just like, "Ooh, got him here," kind of hypocritical. It's like you guys are
Quartering
both.
has the politics of a rock.
Oh my god.
No, the Quartering's just like a dumb animal. He'll just go wherever he sees his interests lie.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll just be like, "Oh, what are fucking dumb blonde bimbos defending on Twitter today? Oh, that's the stance I
Yeah.
need to take now."
All right, folks. Honestly, I'm thinking I'm gonna call it here, and then I'm thinking we're gonna do a show tomorrow. Now, I know last time I said we were gonna do a show the next day. shit happened, all right? Look, drama alert happened, and then also I got really fucking sick, all right? I didn't plan for that to happen, but what do you guys feel in after hours tomorrow?
Yeah, man. A no technicals after hours where we can just like let Aiden on.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it, yeah. Did you already cover the H3 stuff? Should we go over that?
For that many years.
We could do it for tomorrow.
I'm thinking we'll do it tomorrow. I'm cutting the show. People are saying that's it. You know, there was a time when the show used to be only 2 hours long, guys. Like, that used to be the norm. I know.
There was a time where after hours was actually watched.
But yeah.
2 hours is the goal, and then like sometimes it goes over.
But yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna do after hours tomorrow. So yeah, let me see here and read the comments.
Oh God, somebody actually posted a quartering tweet saying YouTube has issued a statement that they were the ones that intervened to disable comments on Santa Inc.
Oh my God. Why is Shad bitching at me? I gave them, that was some good content tonight. Why is Shad bitching? Anyway, whatever. It's like I do no after hours, constant bitching. I do like 3 after hours in a week bitching. Can never win with these people.
Wow.
Welcome to marriage.
King Stylo through 5. The Seth Rogan tweet is literally the Shen Comics bike meme. Literal possession cuck mentality. Yeah, it literally is cuck mentality. Like, it is so bad. Like, I don't know how, like, he's out of touch. Like, he just has no fucking clue. Like, he just has not ever lived, like, a normal life. Or he's completely forgotten what it's like. I don't know. But, yeah. And then Oro through 5 says, it's funny how Technicals has Christian pastor in his Twitter bio, considering how much bad faith he has when the topic is kids, Augie W and debate. Thank you very much. True.
Well, I think Ethan Klein would argue that it's fitting, but...
Yeah, no, that is actually really fitting.
Oh my God. Good one. Good one, buddy. Why is that saying clickbaited? What did I clickbait? I don't get it.
You put H3 in the title and we didn't talk about him.
Fuck it.
Oh, wow. Augie's become a clickbait YouTuber.
Wow.
Speaking of baited, hooked.
All right, there you go. Not clickbait anymore. All right, we'll be on tomorrow, folks. We'll be on tomorrow. Make sure to check out Bo Blacks. He's live right now, and he's going to be live throughout the rest of the show. Edgy Trash Can through 5 says, let Flam drop the Neander's lore to be funny.
Let Flam drop the Neander's lore
KJ the Idiot through 5 says, Aiden, you're a
no,
sad human.
Do not read it. Don't read. Oh, fuck me, dude.
What?
Yeah, you should play her song to play off.
On me today.
Oh my God. All right, make sure to go check out Bo Blacks, everybody. Make sure to hit like on the stream. I'm gonna bounce out of the call. I'll talk to y'all later.
Goodbye.
Peace out. All right, folks, we're going to do another show tomorrow. Constant after hours. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to go more in depth on the H3 stuff tomorrow since we didn't get to it tonight. But truth be told, guys, very tired. So, but that's just more content for you guys. It's a win-win. So we'll return back tomorrow and have a good time. Make sure to like on the stream. Make sure to sub. And we appreciate all the super chats, all the donations. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. All that. Good jazz. Follow me on Cozy. Twitch tonight, probably not. But you guys can go check out Bo Blacks. But anyway, guys, make sure to just hit like on the stream. That's all I gotta say. Fun show tonight. Glad I got to have some fun. Let out all my real thoughts, all my real opinions. Yeah, it was a good one. So yeah. Anyway, I'll see y'all later, everyone. Peace out. Have a good night, everybody.
For those who think and feel in touch with some reality. yourself in